Hello, welcome to the Nerdy Folks Podcast, a conversation about the nerdy things we love and the things that matter most. My name is Matthew Seipel-Anderson.
And I am Katie Seipel-Anderson.
We are the hosts of the Nerdy Folks Podcast. We love this community, and we're glad you're with us today. What's happening, Katie?
It's a beautiful, sunny day out. It was stormy this morning. I'm really excited to talk about tabletop games and Star Wars series coming up.
There's a company called Atomic Mass Games, and they produce the most popular Star Wars tabletop games, as well as some pretty cool Marvel stuff. And we're going to talk about Star Wars Armada, Star Wars Legions, Star Wars Shatterpoint, and Star Wars X-Wing today, in brief. And they are all made by Atomic Mass Games, which is right here in Roseville, Minnesota. Minnesota has it all. We've got sled dogs, the Vikings, and Atomic Mass.
What more could you want?
Not much. But before we jump into talking about tabletop gaming, let's talk about a new Star Wars series that's about to drop in June, The Acolyte. June 4th is the day for The Acolyte to premiere on Disney+.
It's just around the corner.
Just around the corner.
Oh my goodness.
It is a mystery thriller style show, so I'm looking forward to that.
Ooh, I like mysteries. Thrillers, I don't enjoy them as much. I don't really like scaring myself.
Well, don't worry. The folks on the show will scare you for you. You won't have to scare yourself.
I'll tell myself that, and then I'll be fine. Thank you.
So, I've just watched previews. I haven't really obsessed about this show like I have about other Star Wars projects.
Why not? Is this not deserving of that?
You know, I think now that we've gotten so much Star Wars content, I'm just a little bit more chilled about the whole thing.
Okay, that's fair.
So this is set in an era called the High Republic era. It's an era that they really pushed with their young adult stuff, like comics, and I don't think they did a cartoon of it, but books, like novels and things. So they've been like building this era up. It's like 100 years before the prequels.
Oh.
So it's really set apart. It's during a time when the Jedi maintained peace in the galaxy. There were lots of Jedi. They were like at the height of their powers and prowess. But things are starting to build kind of in the underground.
Underneath the surface.
That are going to lead to the events eventually of the prequel trilogy with like a new big Sith Lord like coming to prominence and stuff.
So it's a backstory of the backstory of Star Wars.
Yes.
How far back can we go? There is no end.
Man. Well, there is talk of them making an origin story movie for the Jedi.
Oh.
And that would go way back. So
that would be interesting.
They're planning on taking it all the way.
All the way back
Yeah.
to the start.
Going to Adepticon recently was a very eye-opening experience just to see the love and the culture and the whole community that happens around these games. So
We're getting introduced to an exciting new world that some of you have been a part of for a very long time.
So these Star Wars games, as I've been, and forgive me if you're out there and you are an expert, forgive my naivete. But here's what I'm seeing. As I research, I'm seeing that there are two classes. There's one where you have large groups of characters that you're controlling, battling another large group. So that would be Star Wars Armada, where you have huge groups of ships and there's lots of strategy and things like that.
Like full battle strategy.
Yes, it's all like in a big war scenario, like the massive space battle. And there are big ships and there are little ships, and they're all doing things and have abilities and lots of fun, lots of chaos. And the same thing on the ground level, you've got Star Wars Legion, where it's like a huge invading force, and you have lots of characters and that kind of thing. And then you've got the small battle, like in space, the dogfight style battle would be Star Wars X-Wing, where you have a small number of ships versus an opponent, same kind of thing. And then on the ground, you have Star Wars Shatterpoint, where you get to play as main heroes and main villains in a, man versus man or team versus team battle, but it's with a small group.
And you could tie them all together.
Maybe you could.
I mean, in real wars, there's multiple different factions like that.
Someone should organize a gaming tournament that's like a decathlon, where you have to do a whole bunch of games, and to win, you have to win all of them. Or like get the most number of points.
If that's out there, you guys let us know.
If you're from Atomic Mass and you're listening to these ideas are golden.
They're all yours.
So, Katie, if you were going to pick some individual characters from Star Wars, say you had to pick 3 or 4 characters, who would you choose? To be on a team to face me. But they have to either be on the light side or the dark side. First, would you choose the light side or the dark side?
Well, the light side. Because it wins in the end.
Whatever.
But you can have the dark side if you want.
I'm just that giving.
I do like Ahsoka. So if Ahsoka's an option, I would choose Ahsoka.
Okay.
Your turn.
I would choose Count Dooku. Even though his name sounds a little like Dookie, and that just invites. Would you choose anyone from the original trilogy?
Princess Leia.
Okay, you know who I would choose then? I would choose Jabba the Hutt. Because in the movie, Princess Leia kills Jabba the Hutt, and I want some revenge.
Obi-Wan.
Ooh.
If I'm going original.
Obi-Wan is a good choice.
Wait, not Princess Leia. If I have like 3 choices, Ahsoka, Yoda, and I don't know, Luke Skywalker seems a little too cliche. So I think Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Princess Leia doesn't get quite enough action. I don't know how she'd actually fight. Although she's a commander also. So maybe she'd be better. Actually, maybe I'd have to do Princess Leia instead of Obi-Wan. Because he's more of like a one-on-one combat type, not really like a leader of people. And if I'm doing a true battle, I need a leader of people. She has that experience.
So for the dark side, I kind of want to choose General Grievous because he's awesome. He's awesome looking.
I mean, he has a look.
But he kind of consistently got beat. He was one of those villains that just lost and then slunk away.
Yeah, it's
a
lame.
lot. So he's a little lame. I need someone with some wins. I'm going to go all the way to the top. I'm going to say Emperor Palpatine.
Oh.
Jabba the Hutt.
Why not? Put the Emperor and Jabba together, actually. Let's see how well they work together.
Yeah, right. Talk about conflicting personalities. My way is more evil. No, my way is more evil. And I would choose that little... and I would choose Jabba the Hutt's pet Rancor. Because why not have a huge monster on your team? That would be really cool.
You know, the cool thing about these games is it really does mix together strategy and chance. Because you've got like your goal, your strategy, what you're trying to like aim for, but then there's the chance of rolling the dice and you have something that you have to like handle then. Mm-hmm. And that's just so applicable to life. In life, we have the strategy part of life or the decision-making part of life, but then you also have that chance part that just life throws you a curveball and you're like, oh, now I've got to readjust. So we have chance and choice in games. We have chance and choice in sports. We've got chance and choice in life in general. But the beautiful thing is Jesus actually took away the chance part of eternity for us. So our eternity is really just based on choice because of what Jesus did for us. Just like a tabletop game that you might lose is not the end, because your real life you might be winning. So it's true that even if your real life isn't going how you want it to be, Jesus made it possible for eternity to be wonderful for you.
All right, well, check out atomicmassgames.com to see all those Star Wars games that we talked about. And of course, head over to nerdyfolks.com to connect with us. Until next time, love you, take care, God bless, and bye-bye.